as usual, blue so top is Shen versus Nasus. This is basically a lane you should just leave alone completely, because Nasus does have a Wither to provide CC for you when you gank, but he provides pretty low damage early game, and he doesn't really want ganks. He wants to scale as hard as he possibly can. And Shen can be aggressive, but he probably can't kill Nasus. This is a good lane for Nasus because he can just farm up until it becomes relevant. Shen wins this matchup effectively by using his ult well. Shen has much more map presence than Nasus, and he needs to make that show if he's going to be effective. Mid lane, Morgana versus Zed. This is a pretty unfortunate lane for Morgana, I think, because Zed can outplay most of what she does. Like, Zed has mobility, and it's really pretty good mobility, but it isn't like a 25-second cooldown, this Shadow. If he does have this Shadow, he can dodge basically everything you guys have. He can dodge Morgana's Q, if he's good. He can probably just W out of her ult, and you have no innate CC to hold him down. What was I gonna say? Yeah, mid lane's a pretty hard gank. I would say don't try to focus too much on mid lane, and just leave top lane completely alone. As for bot lane, you have a Jhin Blitz versus a Lux Draven. Lux and Draven are both extremely squishy. And your bot lane has some insane setup. You have a Blitz, who alone will make the setup amazing, and you have a Jhin, whose snare makes it just as good. Like, these guys have such a good combo against fucking Draven, because Draven's location is always telegraphed by the location of his axes. Blitz can pull him when he tries to catch his axe. Jhin can snare him when he goes to catch an axe. And while Lux is pretty long range, she's going to be pretty vulnerable to anything you guys do, because she's just so squishy, and it's to support Lux. And the last thing you want to happen is to have Draven start getting ahead and rolling. Because of his passive, he snowballs extremely hard. He gets so much gold off of every kill that he gets. Shutting down a Draven, though, just makes that completely fucking pointless for him. His passive becomes almost useless. And he becomes almost a non-factor in the game if you shut him down correctly. So I would say this is a game where you want to focus heavily on bot. If there is a good opportunity, you can go pre-6, but mostly you still want to go post-6 because you're Akali. So, I already watched this early part. This was the unfortunate. And that's why you save Smite.
Goodbye. Next time, more heads.
Okay. That's actually fucking amazing. But, yeah, I did not expect that to happen. Let's see what happens bot. What? You know, I'll just let this play out. So Lux is just fucking done. Holy shit, what a beast. Your top lane died. Okay, never come back here. Extra hard now. Okay, Poppy shows here at level 2. You have just finished your wolves. You are at 60% health. You know that she does not have any of these camps taken. You know she's only taken 2 camps. Therefore, this entire quadrant of the jungle is up. You should be coming here. You do, let's see, what's your cooldown, Smite? I don't fucking know. But you come here, you take a Raptors immediately. You take red when you have Smite, and or you take Krugs. You come here, you do your Gromp. You probably skip blue because you'll be too low, but you can also do Scuttle to catch up a bit and to restore your health. Which you do not do, however, is you don't do any of that. Like, your Jhin goes full on beast. You take Scuttle, you take, and you let her have you like do not punish Poppy for anything she does here. Like the punish would be that she hasn't gotten anything out of bot and that she wasted a little time, but the potential punish could have been she loses 2 to 3 camps because of it. How the fuck? Now is the time you should leave. Like, if you're super low, don't do a buff, dude. Especially without smite. Buffs are super hard to kill, compared to literally everything else. Stop being ambitious. Okay, so you guys see her top. And you would recognize this is an incredibly shitty clear path. Well, this is a pretty shitty clear path still. You're going top down if you start clearing. The better clear path would have been start here and go bottom up clear, because by the time you get here, the Gromp will have respawned, and you can take that too. And as Akali, you really, really want to be efficient. Literally as many camps as possible. Which is why not doing these camps when you could was such a huge punish. Because this alone would have put you at like level 5 probably right now. Where the fuck are you going? Well, that happened. You need to put attention bot, I'm pretty sure. With a 2-0 Jhin. And a Draven who just got a kill. Of course you can't go there right. Keep a note. Do crab. Your Morgana. No, your Morgana's not a beast. Okay, let's time how long it takes you to do crab. Six minutes start. Wow, this is some of the saddest shit I've seen. It takes you a full 30 seconds to do this camp. That's so sad. And in the meantime, Lux is running up to you. You could have run down, you could have cleaned up Lux super easily. Or you could have come over here and taken Gromp immediately once you saw that Poppy was over here at some point. You come here, you take Gromp as fast as you can, you back out, you go bot, you kill Lux. Level 6. Boom. But instead the kill goes over to Blitz, and he has to go super hard for that shit. And remember that you're still super behind in level. You're level 4 at 6 minutes 4. You should be 6. Like, this is another thing too, dude. Holy shit. You take Krugs, Raptors, and then you spend 30 seconds taking this thing, and then you ward over here, and it's been so long since you did your Krugs that they've respawned. A good clear will have you taking 1, 2, 3, 4 camps, and then this will respawn after the 4th camp or on the way from you walking over here. But instead, this has spawned again. This should show you just how inefficient what you're doing is. You don't have any hard CC. You don't really need to take the crab. Don't take the crab. It takes so long to get to, and it takes way too long to kill for it to be any value here. red's up, you go red to raptors to a full clear from top side. Your
Blue
mid
team
lane's
double
doing
kill.
work. I'm in a bot carrying your ass right now. You really love crabs, don't you? Let me tell you, they're a terrible STD. Don't. You should have W'd immediately after you saw his Wow, well done. You almost died because of your late W placement, but that's still probably fine. Like, but if you put the W down as he's untargetable, you can dodge most of his stuff by just running around in it, juking back and forth, so that he misses like maybe not his knee, but he misses his majority of his damage. So here you have a complete thing. How much gold do you have? Holy shit, dude. You have so much gold left. If you have the gold for it, you need to be buying a pink. You can pinks provide so much valuable vision, especially because absolutely no one just tries to take it. Like, you can put a defensive pink here, you can put a defensive pink here, a somewhat more aggressive pink in this bush, or in this bush, the river bushes, even more aggressive one here, more aggressive one here, or a deep ward here and here. See, there are like 8 different pink locations that last decently long time that'll give you good vision of the enemy jungler. And the vision of a jungler is just so important. Vision of the enemy jungler relieves pressure from the map of the enemy jungler, etc., etc. Allows you to counter jungle effectively too. So, what the fuck are you doing? I don't think you want to be there. Oh my god, you guys are boosted as fuck.
Left hand.
Press R. Okay, holy shit. Okay, you waited super long for that, but guess it worked out. And then you stay here. Shit I do, like, get the fuck out. Why are you running that way? Why are you fighting? Stop doing that. Do not fight him! Just run the fuck away, dude. Oh, crap, I left it. Taking about 30 seconds to the crap, that's fucking terrible, dude. Pushing your mid lane. Your mid laners here. Why are you taking this? Like, this is the shit that mid laners come in randomly and you tax for no reason. You haven't taken a camp in so long. Don't go for that, dude. You're super low. And you have all of your jungle unfarmed. This is why you shouldn't do that. Because Zed pops out, he ults you, he tosses a couple steals in there, you're just fucking dead. Your entire jungle has still not been taken because you ran directly here. You got an assist, you got a kill, and then you died again. And your jungle is just sitting here, super sad, because it wants you to kill its ass, and you're not doing it. Oh look, she died. Full clear, please. Just go on Zed. What? Holy shit, what did I just say? You have no one to help you with this. Take your entire jungle. Man, you are way too cocky with these crabs. Ult in the crab and get out. Oh my fucking god. Dude. Dude. Ult to the crab, flash over the wall, you're out. You're probably dead though, aren't you? Oh my god. Why do you keep staying?
Red team triple kill.
Oh my god, she got a triple. Your jungle has still not been taken except for the red buff. Sure. Did you just stop? Sure. Okay. What? What? Okay, now's the time to back out of here because you see there's like 6 of them. Oh my god, you walked in. Why did you path like this? Why the fuck would you path this way? So you walk into the. Why would you not path this way and then come and do a top-down clear of your jungle, or go help Nessus take this and give it to him because he's actually becoming strong. He's like a total beast. He solos that shit. Yeah, so you're not here. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, you You don't need to fight this anymore. Thanks. Take the tower, back off. You really need to get a ping at some point. Get a ping. Have a ping at all times. Oh my god, that was fucked bad. Dancing around mid for no reason whatsoever. You're just waiting for a fight? Why you don't take a fight ready for a fight? This is so bad for your team. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no fucking way. Two ham. Two ham. Way too fucking ham. I have more comments. I'll say those from the end. Yang's feeling left out. Your build's looking retarded as usual. You're dancing around again. No, wait. Oh my god, you saved it. Why are you walking up? Don't dive that, don't dive that. You have a huge weight, you can take the tower. If they stay, then you die. Then we're gonna hit a Q. And then you kill. Don't do what happened to you. Don't walk into shit. Like, don't. Shen is a taunt. Never walk into a Shen under tower. Because that's
Shut down.
your Nasus is just a fucking beast.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, at this point, where the fuck are you? Okay, you respawn. Alright, perfect. Don't go for him. Go for the back line. Wait for some shit to happen. Go on to... In this case, you would go on to Draven because he's the strongest. Like, if they lose Draven, they're losing a huge part of the team. Oh my god. You are focusing the tank. You are diving. Kill our ass. Kill our ass. You guys ignore the back line completely. What a beast. Here's count. You can just walk out. You're not gonna kill each other, don't worry. At this point, I would advocate not going for this. I would advocate you going over here, pushing this out. And there's no need to. Why are you staying? Holy shit, you're gonna die. Oh my god. I'm so sad right now. Northern. Okay, now you can ignore it and go for this. Please go for this.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Push this. Okay, so you finally pushed the lane after taking red and Krugs. It's good, but that's not your priority. Your priority is to get towers. Look, he forces you to get towers. You don't need to fight. There's no reason to fight. You have plenty of chances at all times to just throw down your shroud, juke some shit, ult flash and or walk out. And you do none of these things. You are always looking for a fight. And that's really, really bad. all fights need to be taken. And I think you failed to recognize which fights are really bad for you and which fights are actually doable for you. Taking these towers was really good. Now they only have 2 inhib towers left. And then bot lane push. Do you know what the call here is? The correct call here is
Farewell,
for your
brother.
team to all
I
back
shall miss
and then do Baron with Nasus tank. Because they have a bot inhib down. You can get your support to ward up the jungle. Like here, here, and here. You can do Baron and you can tell if they come. What you're not going to do though is exactly that. You are not going to call Baron. Holy shit, someone called Baron. Doesn't matter, your tank's dead. You're still tanking. Baron is good. If you couldn't convince Nessus to come with you, that's still fine. You guys still got it pretty easily. So what you should do now is go top, push this in. And then you go, when they rotate, you go mid, push that in. And then you let mid push in the meantime. Let's see what you do. Your team splits. Your team splits up. And you are here alone. Don't you dare fight this. What? You don't need to fight, you just need to let the minions siege the tower. Or it's just off here doing the move. Okay, I'm that you should not be fighting squishes. That is not your job. You are I'm gonna kill this fucker right here. This fucker is the most fed out of any of their team. He is the strongest member. He does the most damage by far, especially in a team fight. He does the most stuff. This is the 8. He is 13 and 10. He has some MR and PV. You have a Void. You're 10 and 8. And you're just fucking You have enough. You literally go up the top of the you can one shot. But you opt not to. Instead, you opt to go for the tank. You tunnel hard on people who are low to make more comfortable in this game. This game is over, but that does not mean the lesson is over. So, I was silent for a long time when watching this because I noticed lots of recurring problems that I didn't want to repeat 10 times. So this ended up being a stop by your team. But of course you still made a shit ton of errors. One of those being, you do not know when to stop fighting. Like there are plenty of times when it goes into like a 1v1 between you and someone else. And then you're at like 10% health and they're at like 80. And you shroud and you have the ability to get out if you keep walking, but you just sit in the shroud for the entire duration. How long does it even last? You sit in the shroud for 8 seconds, and that usually leads to you dying. You don't know how to use your shroud properly, and when you do, you overestimate it, and you overestimate yourself when you're trying to fight. You do not need to fight everything just because you're Akali. That is not your job. The other thing is, your farm drops off significantly after a certain point. Like, you just stop farming almost completely. You take like a buff, and then one camp every 2 minutes or something. Remember the benchmark is something like 50 jungle farm per 10 minutes? A lot of this comes from lane, so I'm not going to count this, because your farm was pretty shitty after a certain point. Also, you still take really bad paths. Like, one path I want to point out is you went base to wolves to blue to gromp. What this leads you into doing is you now have no choice but to either back, go top, or go invade. these two might not be good choices. The better path would have been either to go Gromp Blue Wolves, and then you have the option to go to either of these places, or to keep farming efficiently. Or you could have gone the other way and just farmed literally bot lane, come top, delayed yourself, do the same shit. You really need to get used to like efficient farming. When you start farming your jungle, you always want to do it from the outside in because of that. It gives you a lot of options. It gives you an efficient farming option. It gives you good ganking option and or map pressure option, etc, etc. There's also the basic mistakes too. Not knowing what to do, like pressuring, pushing lanes with your kills. You're kind of lacking in that aspect. But overall, this game was kind of a stomp, to be honest. This is a fucking huge stomp. The kills might not say so, but the towers and the gold say a lot more than they do. So, yes, GG.